Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Thursday, August 3rd, 2023. I hope you're doing well. We're going to begin and pull from the Prism Oracle deck and then shift on forward to, I think, the Mermaid Tarot. But I, interestingly enough, got a message right before the first attempt of this reading being this time next year, you'll be in a completely different place. I feel like a better place. So that's coming up for this day for a reason. Hunger as well as anxiety. Okay. Now, this anxiety part of the reading, very interesting that we have orange and yellow, bright colors, but this anxiety may not be yours. It could be other people around you, people coping with it to the best of their ability. It could be yours. Nervousness about the future, about any sense of lack in your situation. When will I make this happen is a question that might come up in your mind, your thoughts, but you're hungry for more, all right? Hungry for answers is what I'm getting. More money for some, more growth, more communication for some. It really is going to differ from case to case as to what you're actually hungry for. But I do feel like for whatever reason, money is part of this day, even if it's just in your mind, your awareness. But movement. You could be thinking about a move, a shift in the right direction for yourself. This doesn't have to be a literal shift in, your awareness. Movement in that sense doesn't have to be you moving to a new place of residence, or it could be, a move to a new career choice. It could be moving towards somebody or wanting somebody to swoop in and make the effort towards you, being dating or something of the sort. But I just feel like there's different levels of movement throughout this day. Try to make sure your movements physically throughout this day in particular are quite swift. I don't know why I feel the need to say that. Let's move on to the Mermaid Tarot. To continue for Thursday. The Nine of Wands and the Hermit card, you're going to be feeling like keeping to yourself throughout this day. There's a reminder that you're a leader, you're an example, all right? So if you're feeling like you're not in the mood to get the job done or to do something, just remember that you are an example, all right? Just do what you got to do. But with the Nine of Wands, you might be feeling a little bit defensive within, even if you're not outwardly giving off that vibe. You might be to an extent, even if you don't think so. But I just get it, a very wounded warrior sort of burnt out energy about this reading. I mean, it does make sense because I was feeling that way as I was beginning the reading, but sometimes I don't know if that's just me in general because I did work late last night. But I just feel like that's the energy for this day, at least for the most part. There may be little spurts and increases of your energy and motivation throughout the day, but lacking a bit of both energy and motivation for the majority of the day. But Spirit saying you're only one person, you're only human, and nobody can keep their batteries running 24/7. Does that make sense? And even sometimes you may feel like you recharged your batteries, but then it just wasn't enough. All right. Anyways, to continue for Thursday. Lighting the way is now what I'm hearing. Lighting the way. Inspiring people. I'm just now hearing, see how it's done. The Five of Cups. You're expecting the worst. There's a connection to what you once dealt with that's popping up in your mind and how you're dealing with absorbing something throughout this day, accomplishing even. But I feel as if you need to, for a hot second, look behind you in a realistic light in order to look forward and expect things realistically, to prepare to know that you're protected, to not expect the worst per se. I hope that made sense. It's important to see things realistically, but not to expect the worst. What else do we have for Thursday? Flopping out the Knight of Swords. I feel like, again, this tying into the movement aspect of this reading. Moving towards what you deserve, getting things done. Again, just get the job done or just accomplish what you need to, and then give yourself the chance to rest when the time is allotted, when you have the space to do so. But again, going back to the Nine of Wands, remember we spoke upon a slight defensive energy, even if you're not purposely or at all giving that off, right? Giving into that, letting that affect the situation potentially. But I feel like you are feeling a little bit guarded. You might feel a need to protect what you've been working towards, what you wish to see come to be, what you want to see grow more, what you wish to see movement with, or what you want to move towards. That could have been the same thing that I was kind of, labeling in a different way, but or wording in a different way. I do a lot of speaking. Sometimes throughout the day, you might find that you're being spoken through by spirit. So if you're saying something random, or I was thinking about this before the reading yesterday, I said something about vulgar language. I wouldn't use that word. It's not really in my vocabulary. Just listen to what you're saying and notice that spirit speaking through you. Could be a purposeful moment, message coming through for you and or for somebody else, but if not multiple people, but it could just be something random. It doesn't have to be a message, right? I'm hearing sometimes we like to have fun. The Knight of Wands, that was a message on a multitude of levels for some. Sometimes we like to have fun. But I feel like somebody's a bit uptight around you. You might even find that that's the energy you're picking up on. If you're empathic, you may find that that's also a bit of your energy. Somebody might be in their feels. I really am sensing the energy in a situation, whether it's at home, work, it could be where you're running your business. Could be even like, say, a store location you're just briefly shopping at or browsing at. The energy is off. It's just feeling iffy or just not healthy. But again, a very guarded vibe. Try not to view a situation as a battle or something that's meant to be difficult, all right? Just approach it with a level of confidence and ease and know that you have what it takes. But this day is meant to feel passionate at certain points in regards to whatever you're hungry for, whatever you're trying to move towards, or just simply see come to be. Or improve, increase, however you want to label it for you, or however it applies. The Ten of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, because it's a day where you're thinking about endings. You're feeling, again, that depletion at certain points, that lack of resources. That could be on a multitude of levels, or just more than one. But thinking about how you do desire a situation to come to an end. Now, that could just be a temporary ending, say, the end of the day, for example, if you want to leave a job or whatever the case may be, but it could be a contract, how you wish to see a job wrapped up moving forward at a certain point. There is an ending in sight, a positive one. And I'm hearing for some you will be missed. But the Nine of Pentacles, because I feel like for some your spirituality is making you appear a bit creepy. And that happens to me occasionally, or just a lot of the time, whatever, I'm used to it. But your independence tying into whatever you're wishing to see come to an end, okay? But everything's purposeful, keep that in mind. Meaning what you have at hand, what you're wrapped up with, what isn't coming to an end just yet. Everything continues and has its purposeful divine timing. So just remember that. I'm also hearing don't overdo it. Try not to overdo it. Moments where you feel like over exuding, over consuming, over speaking, try to reel it back in because it's not going to benefit you. The Queen of Pentacles, I do sense again that you're thinking about your money, presenting this or that, not feeling like putting on a show throughout the day. That's coming through for a reason. A couple more. The Page of Pentacles, thinking about a new job, a new investment, something of the sort. For some, you're making new money throughout this day. Okay, it's important that you do achieve what you need to or feel is necessary throughout this day, but are you happy? I feel like if you are, it's not to the fullest extent. So try to do something to make yourself happy. You owe it to yourself, all right? They're giving me an example of forcing a smile until it turns real. That doesn't always work, but it's worth a shot. I'm getting a protected vibe from these fairies here. Now, being more so spirit for the majority, You are very much protected now and moving forward. I don't care what the past entailed. The Ten of Cups and the Seven of Cups, because I really do sense that you are being reminded you have a lot of options in regards to an ideal situation moving forward. It could be a person to date. It could be friends. Hearing pick from the crop. Could be an investment, like a living situation, a car. It could be a new career situation. For some, it's a business location, but you have options. You also have a lot to get done before that time comes, before that situation appears, but you'll do what it takes. I'm also getting, again, some need to be reminded there's a lot of fish in the sea. There's a lot of fish in the sea, not all of which, or most of which, are not right for you. To wrap this up, the Sun card and the Hierophant in reverse. A situation is not going to change, and if it does, it's not going to be in the right direction for you. So it may remind you why completion is a must moving forward. But I also feel like, again, the Sun card talking about how, okay, you need to just keep swimming and do what you got to do at a realistic pace, right? Keeping in mind, again, that you're not an Energizer bunny, but to prioritize your happiness in a situation that is not the change that you desire. Does that make sense? But may help you get to that point at a destined time. Destined time, bear with me, all right? Keep the movement realistic throughout this day and recognize that what isn't moving or what isn't changing is not meant to just yet, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.